Hey everyone. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I had an absolute catastrophe that happened. Absolute distressing moment. I was finishing up my dinner. I was planning to eat the rest of my dinner while I was streaming. It's something that's generally pretty easy to eat. And I had the awful luck, wretched luck of eating the last piece of tofu, and I had like a Q pie orange ginger sauce to go with it. I know it sounds weird. Don't just until you try it. And as I went to eat the last piece, I had this horrible large glob of said orange ginger Q pie mayo fall onto my keyboard, and I was very stressed. It took me like 15 minutes to clean it. I literally had just sat down and like everything was ready to go. I had all my social media posts ready. I'm like, oh well, let me just like go ahead and like just bring my, because I was gonna like put it away and eat the rest of it later, but it's fried tofu, like it's better if it's eaten warm. I'm like, nah, I'll go ahead and eat it. It'll be fine. And so like as I'm like getting ready to put everything out and eating up like the last few bites of tofu, the sauce fell on my keyboard, and I absolutely had to clean it right away. So then after I get all the mayo and mayo sauce off of it, I had to like deep clean it, and then I realized like how much hair was in my keyboard, and then it just became an entire like 20 minute exercise trying to clean my keyboard. And I was like, why is my keyboard so dirty? It was a thing. It was a thing, y'all. Just realized y'all probably can't hear my music. Just realized my mixer is showing me that it can't be heard. Well, hopefully y'all can hear it. I'm gonna turn it down for me, just because I think it's really loud on my end. But I'll turn it up for you guys. Turn it up for y'all, so you can hear it. Alrighty. Let's get back to work. Alright, so what I'll be doing here is I'll be adding some more line arts. This is just one of those posters that's just going to take a really long time. But I'm really looking forward to like finishing it so I can change all kinds of designs on it or make some like slight variations of it. I think that'll be really fun. I really would love to have like a whole collection of these posters with different types of wildlife and other things. I'm not particularly sure why I colored this. Oh, because it's, alright. Yay, line arts! Alright, got one layer of line art, nice. Alright, so I'm working on this, poster today, instead of working on manga pages, which I technically already did. So what I did for the first part of my day, or first part of my night, and then I decided I didn't want to work on manga for the stream, so sorry fam. What this muff. This muff. I'll show you. It's a big ass poster is what it is. Big ass poster. I'll show you the original sketch here. The original sketch was something sort of like a snake. It's like some kind of like snake wreath with moths and stuff on it. And then I did this version, which uses a lot of like basic brushes that I have, and like assets that I've saved, to sort of get a basic idea of what I want. I'm not exactly keeping to it because obviously like this looks awful as it is, so I'm redrawing it, with all my texture and stuff. So yep. Yeah, just something different, just something else to work on. I already worked on Godsbane earlier today. I did about 2 hours of Godsbane, after work, because I'm at the point now where I have a lot of pages like written now, so I need to do a bunch of sketch work. And sketching like thumbnails is, oddly enough, is not something I feel comfortable doing with a bunch of people watching me. It's still a very like private process because there's a lot of like, I'm gonna sketch this. Oh no, that looks ugly. Oh, I'm gonna sketch this. Oh no, that looks ugly. So I figured it would be easier if I just did that by myself. It's like the one part of my process I do not like doing in front of people is my sketching. I'm not particularly sure why. I think it's like the pressure to perform because I'm like constantly like erasing and moving things around. Like it just looks really ugly because I use so much shorthand for like how I communicate to myself when I do my sketches. And sometimes I do it on paper, and that's really hard to stream too. So like it's just easier to do it on paper sometimes, and then import it. Like copy paper, I go through so much copy paper. I'm not gonna lie, I have a bunch of copy paper on the floor because that's where I put it. I just throw shit on the floor instead of like having a trash can set up here like a normal human being. To be fair, I have trash cans in my house. It's one's in my bathroom and one's in my kitchen. I need to get a third one to put at my office desk. And so I just throw it on the floor if I don't want to use it. So yeah. Big brain. I need a third like mini trash can in the house. Alright, I'm checking the plants and stuff to make sure I've got all of the nodes and stuff drawn in. I think I have my texture density too high. Oh, that's why I had that filled in, because it's supposed to be. I'm gonna mark that with an X. Didn't realize that was supposed to be. See, if I had better communicated that to myself, I would have known. But I didn't communicate that to myself very well. The texture density is too high! There it goes. Yes. I use a small 9x6 ruled notebooks for thumbnails. Yeah. I actually have gotten a dotted line, like a gridded notebook, but it's full of dots instead of lines. That way I can actually like have straight lines when I'm doing my thumbnailing, and it's made it so much easier. I can just like really quickly do it. And for whatever reason, doing it on paper is so much, like, it's nice to, like, for that initial rough draft, like, you can really quickly just, like, have, like, a bunch of fucking ideas. If you don't like it, just scratch something out. For whatever reason, it's less stressful to do it that way than to try to do it digitally, even though with digitally, you can move everything around. For digital, I like to use that as, like, my refiner period, where I like to do, like, the refinements. Brains are weird. I don't know why brains do that. I don't know why my brain does that. It's like, you would think that the initial process for doing digital sketching would be easier digitally, because then you can easily transform things, you don't have to worry about like quote messing up. Actually, I'm using that Diary of a Mangaka book that I'm making. I'm using a a lined, like a gridded lined notebook for it. And I've been debating on if I want to Photoshop that out, because I could easily Photoshop that out. I've debated leaving it in, just to show this is the paper, to import the book as is. If I could put it that way. And that's another thing that I've been working on as well, is finishing up the initial chapter for the January entries for the Diary of a Mangaka that I've been talking about. I didn't forget about it, I've just been working on it, and right now I'm going through all of the entries that I've made, because it's the last day of the month, so I have to make my last entry later today as well. And that's been interesting, because I've not always been able to make, like, my entry every single day. Sometimes I'll have to do it, like, the day after, and so it gives me some time to, like, reflect on the previous day, and I think I'm gonna start doing that on purpose now, is I'll purposely wait until the next day to make the entry. That way I can reflect on it. Rather than, or maybe it's better to have my, like, initial impression of the day. But the point of the book is to give me ways to reflect on myself, and the things that happen to me, or the things I do. So I feel like if that's my goal, the better thing to do is to let the day pass and then do the entry the next day. So I can reflect on it better. You know, let the brain handle things and then write about it. Go get some sleep. Which we all know is something I can do when I die. Sleep is for the dead. Okay, texture density too high. Or too low. I feel like there's no middle ground here with my texture density. Good God. Me sleep? Ha! Ha! Never. Never! You're not my real dad. You can't tell me what to do. Oh my god, this is so tedious! This is why I didn't want to work on this poster. This is why I stopped working on it. But I don't want it to be a carbon copy. Like the lines in the brush version that I used here, the red, are too clean. And I guess theoretically, all I would have to do is take an eraser to it to vary up the lines. But then I don't have the satisfaction of knowing I hand drew everything. You could see it as a, you know how the Buddhists, they'll do the sand mandalas? That's this exercise. This is my version of that exercise. I now have to have patience, which I don't know what that means. I don't know what patience means. I do. I know what patience means. I'm also trying to figure out what I want to do for what? I keep saying Nor. It's not Nor anymore. Nor's anniversary is technically on the 14th. So I'm trying to decide if or what I want to do. Because I sure as hell ain't gonna have the first chapter ready. Maybe do a special artwork. Maybe I could start doing that. Maybe in streams. That could be kind of fun. Maybe make a special wreath design. Kind of like what I'm doing here, but for Godsbane maybe. That could be kind of fun. Or I could redraw some. You know what I could do? Oh my god! You know what I want? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, let me grab it. I think you'll recognize this artwork. Let me go grab it. I know exactly where the original is. At least I think I know where the original is. That'll be in my Dropbox. Of course, Dropbox has to be one word. Character art. I love how, like, when I try to short key things in Google, the Google URL, it never works. Because I am chronically misspelling things. Because I'm chronically misspelling things, my shortcuts never work. There's one particular shortcut that I made, like a bookmark, that I intentionally spelled it wrong. Because I know I will always spell it wrong. And now when I try to write it correctly, I accidentally spell it wrong. Because I'm so used to spelling it wrong. Because at first I was like, ooh, I'm so smart. Like, I anticipated that I would spell it wrong, and now I have to permanently spell it wrong, and I can't spell it right because I'm used to spelling it wrong. Foiled again. So I'm grabbing the original here. I'm just going to go ahead and grab it now, because I know I'm going to want it. So I'm just going to download this now. Because I'm going to want it. Let's see, where is my scan? A PNG is not a layered file. Why did I name it that? It's this one, I think. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, I don't need the PSD of the line art. I just need the super raw scan. Come on, Dropbox, you lazy bum. What? No, that's not right. What? Really? Ah, frack. That is not the correct file. Do I not have a large version of my original line art? There's no way I don't have a large version of my original line art. Why would I do that? Because surely that's logical. It's only a PSD, of course it is. And it's like 496 megabytes. Oh my god. Oh wow. Good job, me. I'll download it. I'll play your game. Download. Because I was gonna try to just save it as it was, but now it's like, oh. Go back. I need the line art. I mean, thank god I could open PSD files in Clip Studio. Oh, is this it? Oh no, that's not that's the sketchy version. I don't want the sketchy version. I want the clean version. How do I, download. That took way too long to find. Oh, it's gonna take me 10 minutes. It's gonna take me 10 minutes. Okay, sorry guys, I'm going back to work. I keep thinking of it as Nor too. Yeah, I do that. Alright, well, I'm starting to download that file. We'll see how it impacts my stream, guys. Please sit down and buckle up and prepare for turbulence. As I download this file that I should have done beforehand. PSDs. PSBs. It is a PSD. I think PSB is a gig and above. I think that's when it does the B. B for big. B for bootylicious. Badonkadonks. There's all kinds of bad words that B can stand for in reference to big. Don't use a straight line. Goodness, how boring are you? I'm so tired, y'all. I want a soda so bad. It's been a week since I've had one and I want it so badly. I'm on this I really need to cut sugar thing. Oof. It's tough. I haven't cut it out like 100%, but I'm like definitely restricting sugar intake right now and I'm feeling it. I'm so hungry for some frickin' sugar. It's like scurvy, but sugar. Just get some tea. Well, I had caffeine. I have these caffeine pills that I have quartered, so the pills themselves are 200. And I have them quartered, so they're only 50 each, which is about how much is in a can of soda. Which is the amount that I'm used to getting at any given time. Plus, I think 100 is a standard cup of coffee. And I go to bed at midnight. And I think it's 6 hours before you sleep, you take the last one. And so I took one right as I got off work. I don't think it's working, though, because I'm really sleepy, and it's only been 4 hours. And it was 50 milligrams. So, and I had another 50 at lunch, which was like 12-ish. So I shouldn't be sleepy. If I can math correctly. But I do wish I had some tea. I do have some water here, though. Oh yeah, it's easy to take those 200s. I only get them because they quarter like perfectly. And I feel like I get more out of them than I do if I just buy like the smaller doses, because I'm like more apt to just take a bunch of them versus if I see, oh, this is a quarter, this is already a lot, which is funny because it's the same amount. You gotta psych yourself out sometimes. At one point I used to have like 600 to 800 milligrams of caffeine a day. Easy peasy. I'd have like those like Monster energy drinks, and I'd go through 3 or 4 of those in a day when I was working at the print shop. I could burn through those things. But part of the reason why I was taking so many, because I was so tired all the time. And then eventually, like, I became like so dependent on them, I needed them just to function. Like the first one I needed just to function, and then the rest of it, like, I would like burn through them so quickly. You know, because I was so used to having such a tolerant amount that as soon as I dropped below that, I needed another one. So it was really sad that like that first Monster became like my functional point. But man, I don't even remember the last time I had a Monster. Probably when I was in LA. Probably the last time I had one. I think I'm down to like 100 milligrams of caffeine a day. Yeah, I usually have one at lunch, and then I have one usually at the end, like the evening, afternoon time. Sometime in the afternoon I usually take another one. So I'm down to about 100 a day now. Just at different times to try to like make it last. What is this dramatic music? Ooh woo. Goodness gracious. Nevermore. That's the name of the song. Wow, these really dramatic songs all of a sudden. This is a nice one. Nice and mellow. I forgot about that. That little triplet there. Energy drinks hadn't caught on here when I was in college. It's like right after college it became a big thing. Oh man, I remember like being in high school, which was high school for me was 2006. Yeah, fall of 2006 through I think spring of 2009, and it was like the thing. Like everyone had their Sobe energy drinks. Or like the Sobe drinks, and they weren't energy drinks, like the Sobe drinks in the mornings. Like that was what was like we all had. It was that and like whatever. I think it was like Four Loko. There was some energy drink that was really popular at the time. I don't remember which one it was. But that was what all the cool kids were drinking in the morning before they did anything. And I'm like, damn. I usually was just happy to have my chocolate milk in the mornings. And then I got onto the Sobe thing after my friend let me try theirs. So then in the morning, on my way to, because I walked to my high school, I could walk to it. It was like barely, it wasn't even a mile away from my house. So but there was a gas station on the way there. So like, I would always stop at the gas station to get me like a Sobe in the morning. And I would have it in my Spanish class. And the teacher would tell me, no drinks. Oh, and I'm like, okay. Sí, señorita. You know, usually I'd be like a smart about it and go like, porque? Just like complain about it. And then she'd like go off on some rant about she didn't want her floor sticky. And she didn't want me to spill it, and like well, you're the only one that has it, and it's not fair. And I'm like, yeah. That was my Spanish 5 class. Hi, Miso. Miso, hi. For me, it's the 5-hour energies and Red Bulls. Red Bulls are good. Hi, Steve, Rogers, hello. 4 of each? Oh my goodness, I can't do 4 of each. The 5-hour energies are like last minute, like last ditch effort. I have nothing else because I don't really like the flavor of any of them. The only like 5-hour energy that I really will drink is the watermelon one. The peach is okay. The watermelon one is tolerable. And then for the Red Bulls, I like the winter one, like a fig flavor. I think the winter one's really nice. And then I also really like the apricots, the apricot peach one. Miso, stop! You're not coming into my lap, Miso. Miso is, I have an ottoman underneath my desk for, like, my feet to sit on, if I want to, like, pick my feet up for a little bit. And Miso is currently sitting on my ottoman, pawing at my legs because she wants to sit on my legs. Right? Yeah, I remember those so many nights just completely like hyped up on Red Bull and Monster energy drinks trying to get the homework done that I should have started like a week ago. So many nights like that. Or nights when you're at the college lab, you know, the Cintiq lab, and you're like sitting there trying to get all your artwork done, and like the person next to you is sleeping under the desk because they've been there 5 hours already. Oh, art school. Cursed memories. Blurst. I think the word for this is blurst. Miso, Faye. You're not getting in my lap, Miso. Sorry, baby. No, Miso, I said no. Stop, please. No, ma'am. No, there's literally nowhere for you up here. Like, that is as far as you're gonna get. I'll turn the ottoman for you so you can have the corner, but that's it. There you go. There. Now you can have the corner of the ottoman. There you go. Alright, we'll compromise. Is that good? Good enough, Miso? Yeah, there you go. We'll compromise. I don't like turning the ottoman too much because then it doesn't leave a lot of room for my feet. But it lets her sit like between my knees on the ottoman, if you understand what I mean. So like here's my knees, right? So like here's my knees and like I'm sitting with my feet like this, but the ottoman sits this way. And so Miso will curl up right here and sleep. But I'm like, oopsie. I'm like, my feet are right here, so I have to sit this way. It's not very comfortable. She's so silly. Yep, there she goes, kneading my thighs. Thanks, Miso. That's not weird. She just wants cuddles. Hey, Mango, what's up? Miso? What Miso? If you guys don't know who Miso is, I shall introduce you to the Misos. This is Miso. She's adorbs. She likes to sit on my ottoman, underneath, either on my lap. Well, she likes to sit on the ottoman, that's under my desk, or she likes to sit in my lap. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can have a Miso cam, so that way you guys can watch her. But it's hard because like it's, you know, it's dark under the desk, and that's where she usually sits. So I need to figure out a way to like have a Miso cam. The other thing is, I know I said I would never go back to Twitch, but I didn't know that they dropped the 24-hour exclusivity thing, which is the main reason why I stopped streaming on Twitch, other than the fact that I don't like the idea of working for Amazon. So now that I didn't realize that they had dropped the exclusivity requirement, so I've thought about it. I've thought about going back. I still have the affiliation on my account, which is strange. I thought they would have kicked me out by now. So I might go back to streaming on Twitch. I have 250 followers there, which I mean isn't a lot, but like it, and I probably will lose a good chunk of them once I start streaming again, because people will be like, OMG, who the F is this? But I've thought about it. I don't know. Twitch is, like, the problem with Twitch is, like, as an affiliated streamer, you have to, like, offer things, and I don't really want to, like, offer a bunch of stuff, because I'm already, like, really busy. So the only thing I can think that I might offer is, like, early access to some of my stuff, because I can do that now. Like, early access to my content via my Discord server. Or I might have to make a different Discord server, because I don't want to, like, invite, like, a bunch of, like, people who don't like manga into my Discord server. I mean, ideally we all like manga, right? But the server was supposed to be for creators. And I don't know if I want to make an entire new Discord just for, like, my streams. So I don't know. I'm still thinking about how I would want to do all of that. And I need to do it anyway, because I need to turn memberships back on for my YouTube channel. So I need to figure out what I'm going to offer. Hey Mango, how you doing? I really would like to step back into the world of streaming, because I was making half-decent views and income when I was streaming regularly and consistently on Twitch. Until I got frickin' shadow banned. With no warning, no comments or feedback on how it happened. It just spontaneously, you're shadow banned, and we're not going to answer your emails, because you're not a partner, so you're not important enough to respond to. I'm still bitter about that. That was the reason why I left, is I just got randomly shadow banned on Twitch. Like, I went from getting like 50, 60 average views on a stream to like 5, if I was lucky. And people told me that they weren't getting notifications either. And so that's how I, figured out, oh, I must have been shadow banned. And I thought, like, the ban itself wasn't the issue. It was, like, the complete lack of communication when I reached out for assistance. So, like, I don't know if Twitch is still like that. I don't know if they still tend to, like, ignore people. But it was really frustrating. So I was like, you know what, F you guys. I'm already monetized on YouTube. I'll just go over to YouTube. So, I don't know. I might go back to Twitch. I've considered it. I might put out a poll on my Twitter and to see what people say if they would prefer me to be on Twitch. So I know artists tend to do better on Twitch than YouTube. But I'm really happy here on YouTube. I like it, But if I can simulcast, I don't mind simulcasting, even if YouTube is like my main hub. Twitch would probably be my secondary. The other thing is you can't, like, the only condition to, like, multi-streaming is you can't, like, your chat. If you're streaming on Twitch, the only chat that can display is your Twitch chat. You can't display you can't display a combined chat. Which is silly. So I'd have to figure out what else to put up there. Maybe artwork? I don't know. You're not allowed to. I'm an affiliate, so if I'm affiliated, I'm not supposed to. At least that's what the new TOS says. Is it says that you can't show stuff that's not a Twitch chat. So, like, if I get comments from YouTube, they can't display on my overlay. Like, I can't present stuff that's not from Twitch to Twitch. Is the way that it's phrased. And so I'm thinking that includes my chat. So I know how to display combined stream or combined chat. That's really easy. Like, I used to do it on this channel actually on when I was doing the Quack Quasar streams. I did it all the time, so I know how to do it. But I don't think I'm allowed to because I'm affiliated still. And if I'm affiliated, I have to go by affiliate rules. So, yeah. What kind of rewards do you think people would want? Because going back to the memberships thing, I need to reset those up anyway. Are things like early access, like reading stuff before everybody else, like, is that something people want? Because the problem with last time is people wanted me to, like, have my layered files, and I'm not really comfortable giving away layered files. I don't know why. Like, I'm not comfortable with that, but people want that. Like my layered files are so massive, they take up so much data that, like, I don't feel comfortable uploading them to a website, because one, that storage is gonna get really big really fast, right? So, like, but I don't do enough, like, extra artwork to, like, warrant, like, bonus posters or wallpapers, like, I don't do enough of that. Maybe I could have just a single panels, like, files. Like, layers, I'd be okay with, like, a single panel. Maybe not a whole page. I think that could be fine. That way I'd have, a lot more material. That could be something I could be fine with. Of course the emotes. And I could probably make wallpapers from individual panels if I want to. Or just, fun artwork and stuff. I mean, I work really large, so... Maybe make, like... Yeah. I just didn't feel comfortable doing it. And, if I did more bonus art, I could. And it might be possible that I just make time to make something as part of my streams. Like, I'll make an image that I'll then give away. maybe have like a fan art, like a single fan art that I have to do every month. Something. And it's probably gonna end up being Okami. Or Pokemon. Or Inuyasha. Probably Okami, because I have to draw Okami anyway. For the Okami manga, so that I'd like to make. So it probably would end up being something like that. Or something like this, maybe. Just occasionally sending out the layered file with like whatever I have updated. So, because I want to do stuff like that. I don't know like what I feel comfortable giving away. Yeah, I just want to be sure I offer stuff people actually want. You know what I mean? Make it an enjoyable experience to support me. So, I think the panel idea works better, honestly. I think I'd be okay with giving away like the layered files a panel at a time. I'd be okay with that. It's a lot less files, or it's a lot less file size, and you know, smaller. Like, it's not as much burden on, like, my storage drives, because, like, my current storage drive, it's not even, like, it's not even full, and it's already, like, oh my goodness, it's already, gosh, I think it's already 9 terabytes, and I haven't even transferred everything over. It's mostly, like, photo library stuff, like, videos of, you know, plants and birds and textures and brush packs and old personal artwork and old manga artwork and videos, past YouTube videos and nonsense. And I'm like, I need to start deleting stuff. I have too much. So many plants. I like drawing plants. This is really soothing. This is a nice, chill vibe day today. I almost want to jinx it, just out of fun for the lulz, to see what happens, but I don't want to do it. Because I ain't got the patience today. You see how I keep jumping around my image? I just can't focus on anything. Finish the fern, you loser! Just do it! My brain keeps jumping around the image because I get really bored if I like focus on drawing one type of thing for too long. My brain just goes, let's do something else. See, look, I just did it again. Almost like a bad magnetic lasso tool. Have they done away with that abomination yet? Ooh, look at this dark vampire gothic music. Ruining the groove. What's the thing that Cusco says? You threw off my groove. Damn. I love it's called necromancy. Gosh. Nothing like drawing babies, breath, and ferns with necromancy playing at the background. Oh, the next song is Requiem for the Nameless Dead. Oh my gosh. It's like, no, you're gonna listen to dark and dramatic songs. Can we find something happy and I'll just put it on repeat? Please. I think I know what song I want, but I don't know where it is. I think it's at the end. Because it's like an acoustic version of a song. I think it's one of the last ones. It's one of my favorites. Yep, here it is. Moon Song. Play it! Yes. This one. It's one of my favorites. There we go. If I can keep my attention span for more than 5 seconds, maybe I'll get this poster done today. Done? We're really ambitious, aren't we? I like how my streams lately just sound like me having a conversation with myself. Can you imagine someday in some like documentary of like Who is Art Crumbs, they just play like me talking to myself the entire time. Or they play clips of me talking to myself and they're like, see, this is how we knew she was crazy. She also still occasionally dead names herself because she forgets. I still, out of habit, will still say, like, cat to some people, just because I forget if they know or not that I prefer Jackson. Because, my family still calls me, Katie, usually it's Katie, which nobody calls me that anymore. Nobody calls me that. Except, like, a very small handful of people. Yeah. It's an experience. I don't think they're doing it maliciously. I think they just forget. I've never felt like it was malicious. So I just let it go. It still kind of sucks though. Like, I hate being called Katie. It's so girly. Hey, Leetrine, what's up? I actually have been thinking about doing like an official name change. And I've been trying to identify like what name I would like. And I really like the name Aspen for a couple reasons. One, I really like aspen trees. They're so pretty. And they always remind me of Colorado, which is where I was born. And where I would really, 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 really love to buy a house someday. And live there. I miss Colorado very much. And I want to move back. So I've thought about changing my name to Aspen. But Aspen is, I feel like Aspen's a feminine name. So it would kind of defeat the purpose of having a more, I mean, it's less feminine than Caitlyn. Whoa, excuse you. Are you okay, Miso? That was a sneeze. Oh my goodness. That was a sneeze. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard her sneezes, but it was like one right after another rapid fire. I really, you know what soundtrack I've been listening, wow, that sounded weird the way I said that. Soundtrack that I've been listening to lately is To Your Eternity. I've really liked listening to it lately, especially the acoustic versions of the songs. They're really nice to listen to. The reason why I'm drawing in so small is this poster is actually quite large. I think it's like a... How big did I make it? I forget. It's a big poster! I forget how big I made it. It's 18 by 24, so it's a very large poster. And so I want to be able to just go ham on it and let some poor soul who gets sucked into it enjoy every ounce of detail that I've poured into it. draw all that up. I'll finish it up here because I need to finish this up here. Dots. Yes. Look at all the dots on my pretty moth. I forgot to turn the layer on. There we go. Let's put in a screen tone, fam. I love dots. Y'all haven't guessed it yet. It would be a super sick thing to have like a really cool screen toned version of this. But in different colors. That way you get like a really cool like half tone or like a zipatone look. That could be really dope. I'm gonna take a break from inking to do some tone work. I think the reason why I like this song is when I listen to it, it makes me think of Wolf's Rain for whatever reason. Have you done any anniversary illustrations? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I have. I think I did. I think I did one. I didn't do one. Did I do one last year? I feel like I did. I just don't remember. Did I do an anniversary illustration for Godsbane? I'm not sure. Let me check. I know I did one the year. I know I did one the year before and the year before that. Oh, Godsbane anniversary. Let me see. Let me see if I did. I don't remember. Oh, yes, I did. I did do one last year. I forgot about that. I'll show you what I did. So here's the one I did for last year. And then the one I did the year before is a little bit harder to find. I think it might just be in my Dropbox now. Ooh, I think it was called Ghost Child back then, so that might be why I'm not saying it. Let's see. I know where to find. See, that would probably be in my Art of Godsbane if it's not in my bonus episode. Might be in my bonus episode. Let me check the bonus episode. Might be in here, so I can show you real fast. So I did, yeah, this is the one I did last year. Let's see, pages. It is not in my bonuses. Okay. I do know where it is though, and I can open it. File, open. I'm 99% sure I've used it. It should be in my Art of Godsbane that I'm making, like my actual like Art of Godsbane, because I am making an art book for Godsbane. Let me. Oh, I don't mind showing you really quick. Ooh, that's the wrong folder. Because I just recently looked at it, so I know I've seen it. Art of Godsbane. Question is, where is it? It used to be one of my covers, so I know. And I edited it. Let's see. It's one of these early covers. It's in my cover gallery. There it is. Okay. Or it might be in my, well, I have my, thing here open. Godsbane files. Whoops. Godsbane files. So it would be this picture here on the right was the anniversary image that I made 2 years ago. Anniversary. If I type in anniversary, it'll pop up real quick, I'm sure. Oh wow, that's a picture of me skinny. Holy shit. I've also made this one, which is one of my favorite ones. You gonna open, fam? Here's another one that I made once. This one. This was a fun one. This one I think was, yeah, 2020s. 2020s artwork, and then this one here on the right was, I want to say 2022. And then this one was 2023. So I tend to make an anniversary picture every year. Yeah, this was one of the design, like my favorite designs that I had for Fale. But I decided to kind of get rid of it, but I might go back to it now because I need to redraw. I need to redesign Fale. I just added too much detail with like the clothing that I gave her. And I think this flower here kind of ruins it. So I want to figure out like a better way. And people said she looks too much like Kikyo, which I can see. I can see what they mean by that. So I need to change it. And then Ox design is pretty similar to what it is now. He's changed just a little bit. Let me grab Ock really quick because he's changed some. Oh, Godsbane. That will be in my review documents because that's my new character design documents. Is he one of the last pages? Do I not have a Coco and Ock page? Nope. That's weird. Why did it name it like that? Yep. So that's Ock. He used to be my main character. And I think it was this version when I changed it. So Ock looks like this now. He's a fluffy boy. So... See, he kind of became a lot more, floofy. He became a lot more floofy in this one. But his, design colors are gonna change just a little bit. I'll have him be mostly this nice golden color. I haven't decided if I want to keep his belly being- oh, what? Nah. What the- oh my gosh, thank you so much for the donation! Thank you! I appreciate it! Oh, I didn't catch your name. What was the name? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I didn't catch it. Thanks, OBS! Oh my god, I'm so sorry I didn't catch your name. I don't. My element here isn't showing me the information. Oh my god, I'm such a loser. I'm so sorry. I think was it start with an N? I'm so bad. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the donation. Please tell me who you were. I want to know what your name was. I'm so sorry. It's not showing me anything. That's weird because I thought I had something that would like show me what like who donates and stuff. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. You're amazing and I love you whoever you are. Thank you so much. I know I've said thank you like a gazillion times, but thank you again. Oh, I know. I can just see who's in here. I can just look at who's in here. Oh my goodness. No face. No face! Oh my gosh, bro. Are you lurking? No face. Okay, I thought so. I saw an N and I wasn't sure, but I didn't want to assume. No Face has been like a friend of mine for a really long time. Thank you, Mr. No Face, again. It's been so long since I've heard from you. I haven't heard from you forever, especially on Discord. How you been? If you would rather reply to me just on Discord, that's fine. Thank you, man. Hope things are going well for you out there. I know you're working your ass off. Okay. I went and found you on Discord. Oh, there you are. Lots of double shifts, going to bed soon. Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just sent you a message on Discord. Oh, double shifts. Make that money. Make that bank. Hopefully things are going well for you. I know you've been super busy taking all the jobs. It's because you're a hard worker, and I wish I worked half as hard as you did. Well, half as hard as you do. Take it easy, please. Try to get some rest when you can. No Face. Take it easy. I know you work really, really hard to try to, like, you know, take care of people, but please take care of yourself, too. Can't pour from an empty cup, after all. I need to get a... Well, now I have to get a thingy up here for who's donated. I need to update my overlay. I need to add in a space here for that. Honestly, I almost never get donations, so like I didn't even think it was necessary to add, because I don't get them that often, and so I don't really. It's not something I get to experience. I'm glad the sound and notification worked, because I know last time when I used to stream, I used to have trouble with that working. I shall keep working hard. Karisama. I also need to add my alerts to my OBS so I can see all the details. Because I used to have that. Twitch is really good about that. I don't have that here. Maybe... to figure out how to add that so I can see it. I appreciate your well wishes. I like how when I sent you my message in Discord, I spelled it inaccurately. Classic me. Spelling things wrong. The good news is, y'all, I already have a bunch of new emotes that I can add to my YouTube once I get my memberships back up, because I've made them for the Discord server. Oh my goodness. So you guys will have lots of new emotes to play with. And I'll probably what I'll do is, if I make my memberships, I'll probably just honestly just make it like $1 or $2 maybe. And that way, like, everyone can get everything. Make it as like cheap as possible. You get this like flood of emojis that you get to use. And maybe like priority responses or something. I don't know. You get shout outs. I don't know what else to add. Like early access. Early access to my releases would probably be cool. Especially since I'll be putting out monthly stuff for the Diary of a Mangaka. I can probably give access early before everybody else. I think people like stuff like that, right? I used to have memberships on, and then I turned them off because I wanted to revamp them. And then, as soon as I turned them off to revamp them, I had that portfolio review with Viz, which just completely turned my life upside down. And I'm like, well, I was only going to take a few month hiatus, and now I'm just going to take a whole year off. Because Godsbane probably won't be updated again until June. Maybe sooner for the, if I get my memberships up, I'll have it up earlier for my members. And that way it's open to lots of people. Isn't it fun watching me drop ferns all day, guys? So exciting, I know. Contain your excitement, please. Hopefully this is like good like body double material. If you guys aren't familiar with the concept of body doubling, essentially what it means is it means that we're both working together. And we can work with each other's company. That way, if one person's working, well, now I feel like working. You like how I draw them? Oh, thanks. There's so many different types of ferns. And I try not to just copy what I already have, you know? So... It could, but the lines are just too flat and boring, so like I try to like purposely break it up. So if you guys don't like my humming, if it's annoying, just please tell me and I'll stop. It's a self-soothing thing that I do. I like to think that because I was a piccolo player, I'm pretty decent at pitch matching, but I don't know because no one's ever told me if I am or not. No one's ever told me. So I'm like, that's good or bad? I feel like if I was good at it, people would tell me I was good at it. So I feel like because people don't tell me, I feel like I'm bad and I just annoy people. I just like humming, it's really soothing. But I know for some people it's like a misophonia thing, like it just drives them crazy. Alright, let's find something else to listen to. I'm over this one. I don't think I know this one. Oh yeah, I forgot to have all these chiptune versions of songs. Let me find my chiptune library here. I forget it's called that. Let me see if I can find like my hour-long tracks and then just put one of those on. Okay, I've got four different chiptune versions. 3 different chiptune songs. No. No. I think it's the one I was listening to earlier, yeah. None of them that I really felt like listening to. Are you guys like me when you have like stuff you get really picky about what you listen to while you draw? I have these moods that I go through where like I have to like go through and like remake all of my playlists because I'm like, nothing is good anymore. Oh, I know something I can put on that's like 20 minutes long. I think it's in my it's in the 3, I think it's 329, I think is the number. There's like 500 tracks on here, guys. It's redonkulous. I'm 99% sure it was in the 300s. I don't have a streaming list anymore. That sucks. I was like I was so sure it was in the 300s. It's like village something. Can I search for it? I should be able to search for it. Search. Yes, that one. Yes, this one. This one's pretty mellow. Yeah, Adrian von Ziegler. Ziegler? One of my favorites. Yeah, where it starts to sound like random noise. Yeah, exactly. Podcasts are harder for me to listen to because it's words and my brain wants to go, OMG, words, I'm paying attention. So like I try to listen to the words if it's a podcast. The only thing I can listen to that's words are like shows I've already seen before, like anime, like one of my favorite things to put on in the background is Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball. I can listen to those all day long. But if it's something else, like a true crime doc, or I love true crime docs. I'm one of those people. I apologize in advance. If it's like a podcast or like about comics or something, like I want to be listening and engaged with it. Otherwise, I'm gonna miss 90% of it. So podcasts are hard for me to do. What kind of podcasts do you listen to? I'm always curious to ask what kind of podcasts people watch because I think it says a lot about people. Let's see. Mango says, playing around, designed for the passive power. Oh, the mascot, nice. Now like a baby tiger with rainbow stripes. I love that idea. Originally moved more aligned, like I love tigers. I think a rainbow tiger, like as far as like, cause it's, pallets of power, right? The rainbow tiger sounds like a really good idea. Oh, I despise ASMR, except for like nature sounds, like rain or waves or birds. Other than that, I absolutely despise ASMR. It fires up my fight or flight. I swear to God, it freaks me the f out. Like, I can't do it. Can't do it. But if it's like rain or thunder, which I don't know if that counts as ASMR, but like nature noises I can do. Showing my age, my sister had a Trapper Keeper when we were kids. I had Lisa Frank Rainbow Tiger on it. Oh, yeah, Trapper Keeper. Oh my god. I have one of those actually. I have a modern Trapper Keeper. This is funny. So Japanese class story. I have a Trapper Keeper, right? And this one time when I went into my Japanese class, I opened my Trapper Keeper, and I was pulling things out, and like one of my classmates looks over me and goes, "What is the name of that thing? I know I used to use one. I don't remember what it is." And I'm like, "It's a Trapper Keeper." And like the rest of my classmates turn to look at me and they're like, "Oh my god, I haven't heard that name, that word in forever." And my Japanese teacher is like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "It's a Trapper Keeper." That's what we, like, when I was in middle school and high school, we called them Trapper Keepers. Just like, and they still make them. They still make them these days. They're just a little, I think they last longer, personally. But yeah, they still make them, Dustin. They still make Trapper Keepers. And I have one for my Japanese class, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I did feel really weird buying it, though. I did feel really weird buying it. I was like, I promise I'm not pretending to be a 13-year-old kid. I promise I'm not weird. I just like Trapper Keepers. Don't judge me. Let's see, Willy Wonka. Now I've seen all 3 Chocolate Factory movies. I think I've only seen the original one. I don't think I've seen the Johnny Depp one. Honestly, the Willy Wonka movies really freaked me out as a kid. And I think because the first one freaked me out so much, I didn't want to watch Johnny Depp's version because I assumed it would be freakier. I assumed it would be even stranger. So I'm not sure if I want to watch it. I heard it was good. I heard people liked it. And it's Johnny Depp. Like, I'm sure he played the role really well. Which is also weird to me, because for me, Johnny Depp is Jack Sparrow. Like, that to me, like, my brain just struggles to wrap around the fact that he doesn't always have a mustache. My brain has to go, nope, he's a human. Just like you. He also changes appearances. Oh, so he's a wizard. No, well, you're not wrong, technically. You're a wizard, Johnny. I'm a what? I could just picture him going, I'm a what? In like Jack Sparrow's voice. Fun fact, Jack Sparrow is a huge inspiration for Aros. Just he doesn't really act similar to Jack Sparrow, but as far as like his general crazy aloofness, spontaneous, you should see him as Edward Scissorhands before Captain Jack. See, that's so fascinating to me to see like who people like associate him as. I'm guessing the tunnel scene freaked you out. Yeah, it was. Well, it wasn't just the tunnel scene. It was him. It was everything. Overall, like everything was weird for me. Like I'm not like a candy person, so the idea of like an assload of candy stuff just freaks me out. And the Oompa Loompas were really freaky to me. Like they were really freaky to me. I don't like clowns. They extremely creep me out. And all I saw when I saw the Oompa Loompas were short clowns. So, like, automatically did not like Oompa Loompas. I still don't like them. Every single version of them I've seen, I don't like. They freak me out. They give me the heebie-jeebies. I don't care if they're short. I don't care if they're 10 feet tall. I don't like clowns or any variety of them. Dustin, don't make me get out the spray bottle. You only said that because you know I agree with you. That's the only reason you said that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he can go F himself. Literally, he made my parents lose their minds. Lose their ever-loving minds. We've never been the same since. It was really funny, you know, my parents, they said, one of the reasons they didn't want me to go do my internship in California was because they said they're going to liberalize you. And I'm like, you clearly don't know me very well. Clearly don't know how progressive I already am. Yeah? What do you miss the most about it? Yeah? Do you miss, like, the stuff that you got to do? Do you miss the people? What about it do you miss? I definitely miss the easy access to gluten-free foods. I definitely miss that. And I miss being near a bunch of conventions, so it was really easy to go to cons and events, and there was always something fun happening, and I would be completely abscondent if I didn't mention Little Tokyo. I really, really miss Little Tokyo. It had, like, the best prices for groceries, it had the best food, like, I mean, and Koreatown was also super duper amazing. It just had the best food. Especially for someone like me who has so many limitations. It was really, really nice. And, like, I've only gotten, like, worse in terms of, like, what I can eat and what I can't eat. So it's nice to be in a place that, you know, you don't have to necessarily be afraid to put stuff in your mouth. Never been to California, but Yosemite and Redwood Forest are my... Yes! That's the one thing I regret so much about when I was living in California for like 4 or 5 months. I never went to the forest or anything. And so the next time I go, I want to be able to travel and go see the redwoods and go to Joshua Tree, go camping because I want to like experience it at night. I've heard people say, "Oh my god, like it's so cold at night," and I'm like, cold like California cold or cold like South Dakota cold? All right, bye Mango. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good night. Wait, I'd love to go to Joshua Tree, in the Redwood Forest and Yosemite, and I'd also really like to go to Lake Tahoe. I've thought about honestly like taking a 2-week vacation and just like going around on the train, like just buying like enough train ticket for 2 weeks, because it's in Nashville. So like theoretically, I could just take an Uber down to Nashville and hop on the Amtrak. I mean, I would have to have someone to watch Miso for 2 weeks, which I have someone who can watch her for 2 weeks. I've thought about doing that just to, like, not have, because that way I wouldn't, I mean, but sleeping on a train for 2 weeks is really hard on your body. You know, and I don't want to pay for a sleeper car for 2 weeks, which would probably be the smart thing to do. But if I take a train out to Cali, it's really cheap. I think it's like $300, $400 maybe for a one-way ticket. And so, I mean, a flight would be a lot more than that. But that way I can have the luxury of, like, chilling on the way there. You know what I mean? I can just draw. I won't have internet access, which would be honestly really nice. I'd have, like, limited internet access. So I could just grab my diary, like the mangaka diary that I'm making, and just write in it. I could do some traditional drawing, or, like, I can still draw using my tablet because I have the Samsung tablet now. Like, I could just vibe, or I could just choose to sleep for however many days I want on the train. Like, I literally have nothing to do. And I could just do whatever the hell I wanted for 2 weeks. And that way, I'm not worrying about a hotel or whatever. Or, like, maybe, like, yeah, I don't know. I'd really like to take a full 2-week vacation. Because I've heard that the route, going up and down California is really beautiful. So I'd really love to go. Your girlfriend is Canadian, and she laughs that I get cold easy. I was gonna say, yeah, if you get cold easy, she probably melts easy. And I didn't know you had a girlfriend. When did that happen? Am I dumb? Have I just not noticed? Have I just been a bad friend? It's okay if you say yes, by the way. So the answer is yes, I've been a bad friend. Oh my god, I just outed myself as a terrible friend. I'm so sorry, Dustin. I don't know how I didn't know that. Have you? Okay, then it's just me. It's just me not remembering. Hi, Miso. Are you purring already? Yeah. Fatty? I'm just kidding, you're not fat. You're plush. Which is good. I want you to be gaining weight. You've been a little underweight lately. So it's good that you're getting a little plumper. It's a good thing. How you doing, Babs? How you doing? How about you sit? You know the rules, Miso. You have to sit if you're gonna be up here. There you go. It's fun. The train that I took from Omaha out to Cali was awesome. It's beautiful. I've heard though that the train going from Fargo to Seattle is really pretty also, because it goes through Montana. I've thought about maybe like flying up to Fargo. I don't know if you can fly up to Fargo. I think so. I think they have an airport there. Go up to Fargo and then go from there to direct flights are pretty cheap. Yeah, true. But I kind of want the time on the train, though. Because, to be completely honest, if I went to LAX, I probably would just sit in my hotel room and not do anything. Yeah, I want the time on the train to vibe and disconnect. Where I'm not... plus, they feed you. Or you can buy food. And it's good food. It's a little expensive, but it's good food. I think that was the first time I ever had butternut raviolis, and that was the second best butternut ravioli I've ever had. Like, the best butternut ravioli that I've ever had was also a gluten-free ravioli, by the way. And it's sold by a local place here. Tiny, tiny, tiny hole-in-the-wall little, like, old-school brandy Italian place. And a friend of mine said, you should go try it, it's gluten-free. And I'm like, I don't know. I hear a lot of people say gluten-free pasta is good, but it's never good. It's always got a gritty texture. And so she's like, no, you gotta try. So she takes me into this, like, again, super tiny hole-in-the-wall place that I would have never thought of to ever go into. and she says, "Hey, Alex, my friend, she's gluten free." You know, and they're like, "Oh, okay. Like, we'll get you, you know, like, you know, we'll tell the chefs to like go clean and make something for you." And so I got this like butternut squash ravioli, and the outside, like the inside of it is like butternut squash, but the outside is like plain old like classic tomato sauce. Which, if you guys know me, I'm not supposed to eat tomatoes, but I ate it anyway. It was worth it, and so I still got sick in the end. But that was hands down the best pasta I've ever had in my life. And it is now like the secret place that I go to, and like I go sit in the back because I want to be left alone. And so like I'll go sit in the back, and they're like, "Oh, your usual?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Super, super good. She also sells frozen versions of her food. Like, you can take frozen versions. Like, she makes frozen versions, like frozen portions of it, and she lets you buy them. And so you bet your ass I bought me some frozen. It's not quite the same, but it's really good. Like the mozzarella and the butternut on the inside. It's like so good. It's so good, and it's gluten free. I wish she would teach me how to make it, so I could make it my damn self. I think that'll be one of the foods that I miss once I leave Tennessee. I always wanted to go on a train ride in Canada. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about going on a train ride through Canada. That's a fantastic idea, because I have a passport now. Oh my god, Dustin, do you know what I should do? I should go to Japan and you go on the train. Just go on the train all week. Just stay on the train. And like maybe for like a night, like each night, get off the train and stay somewhere. And then just every day just buy a new ticket to my next city. That could be really fun. Yeah, go on the bullet trains. Yeah, that sounds super duper fun. That would be an expensive trip though. But at least I wouldn't need to like worry about a hotel. It would just be I'm literally gonna go see everywhere, like all the way down to like Kyushu, all the way up to Sapporo, like and further. Like the train goes even further out after Sapporo, so like it could be really fun to just like plan like a whole huge ass train trip. I would need a lot of money for that though. Those trains get expensive, and I'm a bigger person. So, like, I'm not sure if I would fit in, like, the sleeper cars. I'd have to, like, do a lot of research on that. But that, I think, would be a super fun trip, is to just start going on trains in different places of the world. Just, like, get on a train and just, like, go draw shit. Just go draw stuff. I've thought about doing that, yeah. I put that idea away though, because I was like, oh, I'm never gonna have the money. And then when my passport expired, I thought, well, I'm never gonna go because now my passport's expired. But now I have a valid passport again, so I could definitely do that. That's a great thank you. Excuse me, thank you, Dustin, for the idea. I keep forgetting that I can travel again. Miso, what you doing, Miso? Right? Yeah, I haven't. Like, that was one of the things I really loved about like the trip ride out to LA and home back to South Dakota. Um, was the train ride. It was probably like one of my favorite parts of the whole experience, honestly. Other than Little Tokyo, hands down the best part of the trip was getting to like experience, like get like that like Kobini experience. It wasn't a true Kobini, but I still enjoyed it as much as I could. Miso, Miso, what you doing? Why are you so impatient with me lately? Miso, what's up? Miso, hey, hey, look at me. Why are you being this way? What's up? You mad that I'm not paying attention to you? Come here. Turn around. Turn. Work with me. Turn around. There you go. What's going on, Miso? Why are you being such a butt pet today? Here, I'll hold you. What's going on, Miso? Why are you acting out today? Why are you acting out today? Are you mad that I'm ignoring you? What's going on, huh? I know, we didn't get to play today like I wanted. I got right to work on Godsbane, and then I made dinner, and then I started streaming right away. We didn't play like we usually do. I'm sorry. Is that what you wanted? Did I mess up your routine? Is that what it is? Yo, we got some itchies? Does that feel good? Got some itchies? Ooh, big itchies. Your body does feel a little warm. Oh yeah, you do feel a little warm. Do we need to go into the vet again on Saturday? I think we probably should. You do feel a little extra warm. Like even your paws feel warm. Yeah. You okay? Let me feel your forehead. You got a fever? Do we need to go into the vet tomorrow morning? No? You don't feel warm? No, your forehead doesn't feel warm, but your feet do. Maybe it's because you were just laying under the desk, so you feel extra warm. Maybe. Miso's been ripping her fur out lately. Like for the last month, she's been ripping her fur out. And we've tried, like, I've gone to the vet trying to figure out like what's causing it. It's not parasites, it's not an illness, it's not an infection. It's not fleas. She's hypersensitive to fleas, and there's no like flea dust on her. So like we can't figure out what's causing it. And so we're thinking it's just allergies, just straight up allergies. Or stress. So I've been trying to make sure I play with her like multiple times every day. I'm changing up her food to try to see if it's like a food issue. And she is better than before. And when she gets a steroid shot, she improves. But like, you know, you can only give a steroid shot to a cat so many times. You can't like be continuously giving it to them. But she's got like bald patches on her butt. Mostly on her thighs. Like her thighs. So I'm trying to figure out what's causing it so I can fix it. And she's making it difficult. Yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out what kind of, like, what the allergy is from. So, like, the only thing we can think of is it's stress or her food at this point. Because nothing else has changed. She's in the same environment. So, like, it shouldn't be those things. Like, her blood work comes out fine, so it's not an infection. She's constantly running a little bit warm now. And so, like, it's hard for me to know, like what's good for her as far as, like, what's normal now. Because she's always warm. Yeah. but she didn't bulk out in terms of like her fur didn't bulk out this winter. Yeah. The only other thing that's changed is I have an electric blanket now, but I've purposely not been using it for the last couple, like the last week or so. I've stopped using it because I wanted to see if maybe that was what was causing her issues, and I don't know, maybe she was sensitive to like the electric current. I don't know. Maybe the heat was too much for her because she usually slept under the blanket with me. And so she would end up sleeping on top of the blanket, and I know cats are really heat sensitive. So I don't know if maybe like she got some burns maybe, or maybe I don't know. I've been trying to figure out like what changed because she started the problem in November. It was after Halloween that she started having these problems. So I'm trying to figure out like what would cause that. So, you know, and when you change a cat's food, you can't immediately change it. You have to slowly change it. Otherwise, you can make them sick. So, I've changed her food. It's not getting better. I've changed her diet. I've washed all of her stuff. I've washed her bedding multiple times. Like, I wash it consistently. And I've changed, like, the stuff that I use to wash it with. Just to see if, like, that could have been causing it, and that doesn't seem to be the problem. And like I have photos to show like what what to look for as far as improvements. She's not underweight anymore. She was for a little bit. She got all the way down to 9 pounds, which is like the lightest that they want her. They said like we'd prefer her like 11 maybe. She's a big girl. And one of the other weird things that she started doing is when I pet her, she tries to lick me. Like she's agitated. Like she's being agitated by something. So her skin is really sensitive now. The only place she lets me touch her now is her head. Otherwise, she tries to lick me. It makes me feel like she's miserable. I don't know. I've heard it's just a bonding thing. Hey. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's like a positive thing. I think it's a positive thing. Everyone says it's a positive thing, but you know. But yeah, I've heard it's like a positive thing. She gets enough play. Like we play 30 minutes every day at least, minimum. So I give her like 5 minutes in the morning, and I'll give her like occasionally, like when I take my 5 minutes break during the day, every like here and there I use a Pomodoro timer. So when I take my breaks, I play with Miso. That way it forces me to walk away because I'm like, oh, I need to go play with Miso. And it's fun for me. Like it's fun for me to watch her play. So yeah. Sorry, I was just making sure Miso's alright. She was wanting more pets. Okay. Alright, Miso's out of my lap now. Let's see here. But yeah, I'll probably change her food again. Cause I switched between two foods that I know she likes. She's still having problems. So I'm gonna try one more food. I'm gonna specifically move over to a sensitive food, like for cats that have like sensitivities and stuff. So I'm gonna try. It's more of like a medical grade food, so I'm gonna try switching over to that. And my vet says we'll see if she still reacts to it. If she still reacts to that, or if she's still having those reactions, it's probably something else that we're just not seeing. But it's not like, you know, she doesn't seem to be overly, like, stressed about it or anything. She's just got bald spots on her butt. She actually looks kind of silly, honestly. Hey, stop licking your legs. You just pulled out a bunch of fur again. Oh, gosh. That's a big chunk of fur you just pulled out, Missy. Oh, that's a mat. That's actually a good thing you pulled that out then. Good job. Good job getting that out. Good thing you've only got 2 teeth. You did a good job. Yeah. Good job. Yeah. You did it all by yourself. You're so vocal. She's so chatty. She's so chatty. She's like, Mama, play with me. Stop talking to those people on the screen. Play with me instead. The imaginary screen people. Sorry guys, sorry, I got super distracted playing with my cat. But she's definitely better than she used to be. As far as like her allergies, I definitely think we've helped somewhat. Cause it was really bad. Like she could not go 5 seconds without pulling out her fur. Hey, Misa, come here. Actually, let me see something. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come a little closer. Come on. Let me see your butt. Come on. Oh, looks. Oh, yay! The scabs on your butt are gone. Yay! Oh my gosh, you are getting better. She had really bad scabs at like the base of her tail and her butt, and they're gone now. That's good. That means she is improving. I've heard there's a spray that will discourage them from over grooming themselves, and try to heal like skin agitation. So I'm gonna be getting that as well to see if I can help her. Well, that's good, yeah. So she is getting better. Maybe I'll keep her on this food just a little bit longer and see if it helps, because her skin is clearing up, so that's good. I swear to God, this cat. There's always something with me, so. But we love them. They're our babies. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I lose her one day. What? You see my lap again? Yeah. Come here. Come here, baby. Are you best girl? Yeah? You best girl? Yeah. Well, sit. Sit. You know the deal. Yeah. Squish, squish, squish. get up? Okay. Well, I don't know why you're sitting there staring at me then, because you already got your food sitting out there for you, and you got treats on the floor too. You want to play? Is that what it is? It's not playtime yet. You still got another 30 minutes yet. I usually play with her the last like 10 to 15 minutes before bed. That way she's more apt to just lay down and chill. And so for me that would be about 11:45, and it's only a quarter after 11, so she's a little bit early tonight. I think that's what she wants, is she wants to play. Oh my goodness. Alright guys, I should have a stream this Friday. I should be able to do that. I don't see why I wouldn't. Last Friday I missed, because I was actually co-hosting the Global Comics Connect podcast. That'll be something that I do once a month. So once a month I will be missing my Friday streams. Because I'll be probably too freaking tired to do them after you know, hosting a podcast. Or co-hosting a podcast. I'm not the host, I'm co-hosting. So unless I feel like I have enough energy, so I'll be doing those once a month now. And they'll basically always be on Fridays. That's just an unfortunate timing. And if you guys don't remember, I do have my Japanese classes now. And since those are on Thursdays, I've adopted a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. That gives me Tuesday to have the night off to do whatever I damn well please, which usually means take a nap or do something for me, you know, something chill, do errands, whatever I gotta do on Tuesday, whatever I gotta do. So it gives me just a free night to go do stuff. That way I'm not doing something every single night. So I'll likely be working on whatever I feel like in these streams now. So just keep that in mind as you plan your schedules if you wish to attend to my streams on a regular basis. Speaking of, if you haven't yet, I would appreciate if you hit the like button. It tells YouTube that you enjoy my streams. And if you're even cooler, you can hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any future streams. If you've not subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you did. And if you do that, hit the bell icon, and what that'll do is that'll make sure you get notifications so that you don't miss future streams, which would make you sad, probably. Oh, naps are great. Naps are fantastic. I love naps. I think it's so funny that as a kid I hated naps, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, I need more naps. I need more naps. I love naps. I thrive on naps. you doing? How are you? We're just about hitting our 2-hour mark, and after that we'll be taking off for the nights. Yeah, miso. You're so adorbs, you don't even know. I feel like if people got more naps, they'd be happier people. There'd be a lot more happy people in this world. Ooh, yawn, my goodness. Try not to be so picky when I do these leaf shapes, because if you try to control them too much, they end up looking mechanical. And making sure they look random is good. It'll only help you if you let them look random. I tend to be too strict with them. Let's see. Alrighty, I'm getting some progress down on these here leaves. Leaves? Leaves. 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 Let's see. Whew, there's lots of leaves. Oh, I forgot that this was part of that. So I'm going to adjust this a little bit then. This end is shorter. There we go. Get that put in there. Before I get too far, let me finish this stuff up here because I'm almost done with this plant right here. I mean, I could go for some ice cream right now. I haven't had that in a hot minute. It's been a while since I've had ice cream. see, did I get everything on this one? Yeah, I think so. Do. Naps are fantastic. Got a lot of stuff I gotta do tomorrow because I'm supposed to have Friday off. I'm excited about it. We'll see how the circumstances lay. I should. Everything will work out fine, I'm sure. Really like to have a day off. So I can just sleep. Just sleep. It's probably what I would do with it. That or maybe play some Pokemon Scarlet, maybe? Miso, I hear you. Escuchando, mija. Silly little plants. Plants! Anyone else like drawing plants as much as me? Leaves. Alright, let's zoom out a little bit, see what we got done today. Alright, so what I worked on today was this stuff. Sort of in this corner is what I worked on today. This right here is what I worked on. It's a lot of plants, y'all. It's a lot of drawing. It's just gonna be one of those things that it's just gonna take a really long time to do. But it's getting there. I think it'll look really, really cool once it's all done. My idea is to make it all kinds of fun, different colors. You know, so like if I have like a black colored one, I could take this and I could just make it all white. That could be really fun, or I could do like a nice pretty gold. With maybe some like other colors in it, maybe. Like that would be really cool. Of course it's gonna auto-save right when I'm trying to do color changes. You know, something like, you know, stuff like this could be really fun to do. You know, stuff like that could be really fun. You know, make up, like, imagine this in gold foil. That would look really cool. That would look really dope. Anyway, I'm gonna save this. Just realized I've not saved it this entire time. Oops. That would not be fun. Alright guys, we're almost halfway done with the wreath. Yay! Almost halfway done. I'll probably work on this on Friday as well for my stream. Unless I feel comfortable working on pages because I'm doing sketching and stuff right now. So I'll likely work on that. Or, I mean, likely work on this again. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys on Friday. Thank you all so much for joining. I really appreciate it. I'm going to try to stick right now to giving myself enough time to settle down for the night. Like, you know, at least 30 minutes before I go to bed. Otherwise, I would stream longer, and I'm sorry I started late. I'm trying to be better for my health and not do these really long streams. The only option for me is to start earlier, which I may do in the future. We'll see how these go. So, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for coming, and have a wonderful night. Ciao!